enough with the B-17 for now. We're not kicking it out, but enough for now.
Lockheed, go to the corner.
We're finally
Lockheed, go to the corner.
doing the Lockheed. No, Boeing goes to the corner.
Boeing. This is Boeing country, baby. Boeing. This is the Lockheed L-1649A, version 2.2 by the wonderful Classic.
Yeah.
This is an example of freeware done right, which it also incredibly lags out my system. Sorry, detail in the B-17.
But yeah, it is a pretty good plane. It's well made. We all know that. I suggest anyone tries it out. We'll put a link on the description.
Well, what we could do is, I don't know if someone uploaded the full package on Simviation with the updated files, but what I think we should do is get it up there on Simviation with all the updates in to make it easier for everybody.
Well, yeah.
Because with these updates, these are a little complicated for you users who have never dove into an FSX CFG before. Seriously, they're complicated. You gotta change something in the prop physics. It's not too complicated that it takes a rocket scientist or a codes expert, but it's just a tad complicated for the person who's, if you've, like, say, only put in repaints for airplanes. But it's not too hard. I'm just pushing the airplane back a little so it looks like it belongs in the line. Those are custom animations for when the doors open, and only when the doors open. Alrighty, let's I'm staying outside for that part. If you all wonder what I'm talking about, we all know what happens when you turn on pumps for freeware. Actions edited out the tick tick, but it's still grating on the ears. So external power on, battery power on, fuel valves open. Mixture ought to cable cut off, top full, back throttle.
Right, so keep the mags off, rotate it.
I already did it.
Okay.
This is your baby.
Start 3.
As much as you better treat my B-17 good when you, the possibility you may be flying it once your card comes in.
I suggest you take the mixture up with the mouse to do it separately for each individual engine.
Yeah,
the mixture by rotating the engine.
I'll just have to hit engine 3 select because my mixture levers are is the one where it spazzes out just enough to trigger it to go back to full mixture.
Right. Make
Takeoff.
sure to keep your power flaps open.
I know the controls see it. So when I say I've flown this airplane, I've flown the lifted briefs and Canis. The Canis are just the bigger brother to this airplane, pretty much. The Starliner is coming back. I don't care what you say, the prop liners are coming back. Lufthansa's bringing one back. They're coming back. Boeing Airlift is bringing a Stratocruiser back to life. And you may have noticed when I started the engine, there was an engineer call. So we'll do it again.
Start 4.
Listen to him when he says start 2, folks. It's kind of funny. Contact! Okay, what'd I do wrong?
Mixture.
Oh no, it's on. Just the RPM's not set with engine 3's RPM. think I need to close the door because I think the people are getting a little smoke in the cabin.
This is a non-smoking flight.
Clear prop. More like clear smoke. Yeah, it looks like I may have to turn down the sounds.
Start 1.
As awesome as the Mighty Starliner is, she's a loudmouth when it comes to her engines. No kidding there, folks. There's a video you can watch of Lufthansa Starliner taking off. There's a video where you can watch a BOAC Stratocruiser. Compare the two engine sounds.
The Starliner makes more like a racket.
Like,
Compared to the Stratocruiser, it makes a racket.
yep.
I mean, the Stratocruiser makes, you know, like a soft buzz. Oh yeah, but no, the Starliner comes up. Nope.
It's like a Corvette or a Ferrari muffler. Alright, now what you're about to see may be odd for an airplane of this type. Watch this. What's this? Reverse thrusters? Blasphemy! No, these airplanes actually come with reverse thrusters, and this is commonly how they got in parking spaces. It's also good for backing out. Pushback tugs, eat your heart out. I'm not sure if the nose wheel's working. Let me check it. It may not be working. Let me check. Oh no, it's working. Okay. It's just not working too well because of the pushback. All right, let us get to the active. Okay, now let me just show you something real quick here, folks. This here is pretty much your guide. This tells you if you're doing something wrong.
With the engine specifically.
Yeah,
right?
where's the thing to make him louder? I don't see that on mine.
Oh no! You gotta on what it says pilot voice.
Oh, there he is. It's in a different location than the Connies.
Yeah.
All right. Now we will demonstrate the reverse thrusters. As hard as it is to demonstrate them, because unless you add the right airspeed for these things, they are picky as heck. By the way, this airplane comes with a brake noise. Yeah, if you want to go deaf, install that.
It's not. It doesn't. Oh my God, Ace. No, he's just basically traumatized by it just because he's got AccuFeel.
Hey, AccuFeel actually simulates the regular braking. That thing is atrocious.
Well, that is regular.
It's atrocious.
Same thing. I've heard it coming from your headphones, and it literally definitely worse than this.
Really, is that one? Oh, your little panel's making a silvery. Where you put the new radio panel in, it's making a silver background on it. Yeah. Wow, there is a difference in this thing when you got that taxi update in. Man, it feels like she's rolling.
Yeah, you gotta taxi at around like 1,000, 1,200 RPM.
Alright, folks, if you may notice the videos, frame rate's dropping a little low, that's because the Starliner is actually killing my computer to run a little more than the B-17 does. I think it could be the fact that this baby was built for FS 2004, so these are possibly FS 2004 textures, which do drag down the sim.
No, actually, this plane is one of the only versions that's been transferred over to FSX. This version
the textures are completely updated to dot texture files.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, my computer's picking up on it. It's starting to pick the frame rate back up, but when we start with this darn airplane, it really drags it down. It depends on where you're looking, really. It's not a bad frame rate for higher end systems. Lower end systems can get a good frame rate too. Mostly what causes it is all this. These auto-gen trees. God, that's the most trees I've ever seen by an airport. I'm taxiing at about over 1,500 RPM and I'm only going 11. Flaps 80.
Flaps 80.
Oh wow, you put new sounds in her, didn't you?
Yeah.
She sounds sexy.
You should listen to it when it takes off. It gives off this roar.
I know, I already checked out the roar when I was testing it. Now, if you don't want to pull up the GPS, but I think Jackson did put his little radio stack in. Oh no, yeah, there's your DC. He put in the DC-3 radio.
It's more fun to use. You actually get busy with a radio instead of click, okay, I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the Starliner, the Stratocruiser radios right there. Even though the airplane has, where's it at? Here's how you can also tell how far you're out from your destination. Just switch it to N1, Nav1, and it'll read your GPS distance.
Also, you don't even need to use the GPS. If you've got it on flight plan, it's gonna do it automatically.
Yep. Okay, we're holding short 19 right. Should we demonstrate to them the run-up features?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, what was it? 1700 RPM if I remember correctly?
Yep, but it's each engine's. It's 1 and 4, then 2 and 3.
Hold on, I gotta put the parking brakes on. Oh, it doesn't want to hold! Hold! Hold, baby, hold! God, these are some powerful engines. They don't want to hold. Alright, let's check right mag on 4. 4 checks. I'm doing them all at once, but I'm doing each magneto individually. As in 1 and 4, then 3 and 2 and 3. That's what I did on the Connies. And you guys are gonna see the most unorthodox thing after we land. I'm not gonna disclose it. Because where's the fun of that? Where's the fun of telling them what we gotta do with the Starliner's checklist once we land? Oops. Dang it, I rotated the switch too far there when I was checking the left mag. That's the problem with using a mouse control to check your magnetos. One accidental extra roll and it shuts down your whole engine. Now, these work in other airplanes, but as for the Starliner, sadly, folks, your superchargers don't work. We've been trying to get in contact with Cal Classic about why they're not working properly, but we haven't been able to contact Manfred, the original maker of the airplane. There's a boat sitting beached by this pond, the water runway at the airport. I don't know if he's just stuck there or that's actual static scenery. Alright, takeoff power.
Takeoff power.
See, it's takeoff power. He even said it. Yeah, I can't hear the roar entirely because I got it turned down a little, but I can hear it.
Yeah, if you're using beats and you just like turn it like to 50, because you know when you're using beats, the sound gets a little bit more sensitive. Because right now, the flight sim sounds are on 5, and I would be listening the same. If I would be using normal headphones, I would be listening in with like 60. But 5 is the same as 60 on normal headphones, so it gets like more sensitive on sound.
Wow,
And if I turn it up to 50,
she is taking for what feels like forever to roll up to speed.
well, you only need to get to 110.
Well, the
Oh,
Connies
I see
usually
the boat
get
you're
up-
talking about.
The what?
The boat.
Oh yeah, you spawned in with the default scenery?
Yeah.
Okay, there's 2 boats.
Ace, take a look at your weight for a second.
I reduced the weight, remember?
V1.
No, but you reloaded the plane.
Ah, frick.
Rotate.
Just get up to 1.
Oh, she's heavy! She is heavy!
Use a trim. Calm down, use a trim.
Flaps
Keep
down!
calm.
Flaps down!
Keep calm and use
Flaps
a trim.
Or pause.
Flaps coming 80.
Pause, get into the editor real quick and drop that weight. Oh my gosh. Sheesh, she takes off like a brick, and that was an 11,000 foot runway.
I think, it doesn't actually do that too much. Mine takes off fine.
Well,
Not even on 11,000 feet.
come on. She's not even taking off. I'm
Flaps
at full
80.
power. Nose up! Wheel up! Go! Go! Trees! 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 This is why I never fly his airplane. I don't want to wreck
Gear
it.
coming up.
It's not because I don't know how to fly it, it's because I don't want to wreck the dang thing.
Gear up.
Okay, we're gaining some airspeed. Okay. Whoa! Nose up, 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 nose up.
Approaching minimum.
Nose up. You pause the sim for 1 second and let go of the stick.
Oh yeah.
She just dips her nose. Jack, I'm not sure I can land this thing
Flaps
softly
up.
anymore.
Well, maybe if you took off that weight on you.
I did.
Really? How much do you weigh now?
I think I'm still heavy. 12,380.
12,000?
12,000.
12,000?
Oh, that's way over 12,000.
Huh, if you weigh 12,000, you must have, like, lost everything except the engines because,
Hold on, total weight 1,002. It's over 100,000 pounds. The frick?
You're flying.
When did she get that heavy?
Wait, it's over what?
Says, okay, let me tell you how many digits I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits.
Yeah, okay. What are the first three?
1, 2, 3.
You're fine then. 123 pounds?
I reduced
Yeah,
the weight.
1,000 pounds? You didn't reduce it?
I reduced the fuel. Yeah, that's why I need to open up the engine valves or losing the engines. Okay, we're keeping the engines now. Better pull. I accidentally hit undock window, so it screwed with fraps there for a minute. Whenever you undock the window, its fraps tries to record the window. So basically what was just happening was it was totally glitching out. Folks, now this airplane is very complicated, so I may record a entire flight of the Starliner and go through the entire checklist with Jackson on, like, say, a separate computer, and have him do the voice of, like, do a narration for it. Because this is his bird. He knows this thing better than me. The reason I'm recording it is because his computer can't handle it. Not in a mean way, but quite literally, technical standards, his computer would die trying to run this airplane with a recorder. It dies right now trying to run at default. So, anything you'd like to say about this airplane?
Fly it.
It's pretty much your bird.
You can, one thing, you can't land with throttle idle.
Nope. She will drop like a rock. Oh, that's nice. There's a giant building on the ground, right? A giant long townhome, right? And guess what goes right through the middle of it?
Cars.
A road. Cars on it. They're just going right through it like it's nothing. Oh, we go through this. Only in Alaska. By the way, you may have seen the B-17 landing in Alaska, Fairbanks, Alaska. We've moved our operations to lovely Fairbanks, Alaska. Namely because wide open spaces, and it allows us to broaden the airplanes we can do here. Because now we can do more bush airplanes, because I believe there's a handy-dandy little smaller strip right there to test them out on.
Mm-hmm. And there's a water runway somewhere.
There's a water runway at the airport.
Yeah.
For seaplanes, which I don't think it freezes over in the winter in the sim, sadly. But she's a pretty good airplane. I don't want to cut the review short, but it's really, I don't really have anything to say about it other than it's a very good airplane. Jackson's the one who's flown it here. You need to be telling people about this thing.
I don't know. Though the only thing I can say is that you fly it and you'll notice because you know we're at a loss of words here.
It's that beautiful of a freeway. Oh wow, you can kick the rudder and she almost wants to stall out turning.
Turns as good as your B-17.
Yeah. No, I think
You
kicking
know
the
that. You know that.
yeah, I think kicking the rudder feels pretty tight, but I think the B-17 turns a couple of degrees faster. Holy moly! Let me see how much it'll take. Oh no, wait, I'm not gonna push it to a stall out. Because every time I push something to a stall out in this dang airplane, it's like a death wish. Seriously, you guys don't know the 747 test flight? Yeah, I stalled out and crashed. You're supposed to stall it and recover while I dip the nose down. The plane's still falling out of the sky. It's the oddest thing ever. I don't know if it's AccuFeel or I think it could be. I may need to install it, but I like it. Jeez, I mean, take a look at this for yourself. Engineering panel, you've got to manage this thing. You've got to watch your cylinder heads, watch your oil pressure, fuel pressure. Well, Jackson, you may want to clarify that with what fails and what doesn't fail.
Well, not everything fails. It's the failures are limited, but they're still there. Well, as we all know, aircraft put out a certain horsepower at every single time, and if you go over a certain output horsepower, your engines will fail in about 2 minutes because maximum takeoff power.
Sorry to interrupt you here, but I'm testing the speed brakes. See, this is what I was talking about, folks. They are finicky as heck to get to deploy. I'm trying to speed up.
Yeah, it says it on the center console.
Yeah, you gotta have it like almost exactly at 234 knots for it to do that. You can also blow out your hydraulic pumps too.
Yeah, a certain horsepower emitted by the engines, and if you go over that for 2 minutes, your engines are going to fail. Maximum takeoff power is just over 3,000 brake horsepower of output. You keep that for a few minutes, you're just going to blow out your engines, mainly because it's just too much power on the output.
It rips the crankshaft to shreds pretty much.
Yeah. Second thing, temperatures. Your cylinder head temperature does not agree.
Oh, there they are.
Does not agree with you while over 200.
There's your speed brakes,
Celsius.
folks. Okay, hold up, Jack. I got the speed brakes to finally deploy. See, there's your speed brakes, folks. Look how much that is slowing me down, everybody. Take note.
Take note. Dive at negative 10,000 feet per minute, and then you're gonna keep your speed.
Yeah, I'm at the first white indicator.
Gear down.
I'm gonna roll over the nose.
Gear coming down.
Oh crap! Did I blow out the hydraulic pump? Did I really blow out the hydraulic pump?
Also, the carburetor air temperature.
Son of a...
You did.
Yeah, I deployed it at 250.
Oh, no wonder why. But carburetors.
Perfect example, folks. Perfect example.
Carburetors,
Gear up.
carburetors go over
Gear
20.
down.
You're screwed. Basically, your engines are gonna shut down. You can start them back up, but they will just shut down back again. Once you, my advice is once you start them up, idle your throttle and dive so the air gets through. Basically, get speed with the engines idled while in the air, and you
Gear up.
might
Gear
be
down
able to
and
keep
lock.
the carburetor
Gear coming
controlled. Second of all, the flights made,
Gear up.
made by this plane have to be well thought out if it's a short haul. And when I'm saying a short haul, it's anything under 2,500 nautical miles. So yeah, it's still pretty far. Yeah, if you're over a B-17's range, it's still a short haul for this aircraft. You gotta plan out your trip, you gotta know how much fuel you're gonna burn, or you're just gonna land too heavy. You gotta know what you're gonna load. Even though it has a maximum takeoff payload of 1,000 160,000 pounds, you still gotta land under 123,000 pounds. Well, that's it. It can carry 99 passengers. All right, 99 instead of 100. 99.
I got 99 problems and a plane ain't one of them.
99 passengers. Lufthansa flew a few of them, but TWA flew the most, with about like 25 or 27 out of the 44.
That's
And
right,
then-
folks. Only 44 of these airplanes were sadly built. Great airplanes, but they were short-lived. They came out at a time when the DC-7 was pretty much the boss hoss of the group, and they were made to combat the DC-7. Well, the DC-7 still had the leeway, mostly, but what really killed it was the jet age. Jets that just came out. The only reason the E-121 Warning Star and Connie stayed in service was because of their reliability and the fact that the dang tanks were so tough. The Starliner was planned to be the new E-121, basically, with the new code name. But the time they started doing that, they did invent the rotodome, though. That's the only real thing that Starliner brought to the field after its demise, but.
Actually, Lufthansa only flew 4.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Air France had 10. Because Air France had like a dozen on order. They had 14 on order. I mean 15 on order. Then it canceled 5. One TWA took one of those, and Lufthansa took the rest of the 4. And TWA had 29, I think it was. Yeah, around 30, under 30, and it came out around 1956. Lufthansa is they are, what do you call it? Restoring the aircraft. Their Starliner that is closest to flying conditions. You know, they're just trying to make it easier. They're actually using a Starliner that they bought from TWA. They have millions of replacement parts for each part, which is good. One thing though, they only have like 1 spare engine, so.
Oopsie! I dropped the other one.
But yeah,
interesting thing. We're gonna bring this up because I think everybody needs to know. Lufthansa is being required by the FAA to put 3 LCD screens in. I want to know, all super colonies and standard colonies that fly today do not need LCD panels to fly. They fly perfectly fine without those LCD panels. But why would Lufthansa need the LCD panel? Well, we're speculating here that Lufthansa, and plus they have not revealed what the cabin's gonna look like yet.
Yeah, somebody made a mock-up of the passenger cabin, but they only showed like the outside, like a bunch of plywood and crap on the outside. They didn't show the inside of the mock-up. They did show the inside of, you know, with just the window holes and the the metal skin and everything, but not the whole mock-up. So, you know, it's pretty weird that they're just keeping it under wraps. The only thing that the media has got is just Lufthansa Technik rolling it in to a hangar in Auburn. I don't know if it's Maryland or something, but Auburn. That's where they're restoring it, in a hangar over there. That's the last place it actually flew into. They moved it, and you know, they haven't let anyone in except for their own photographers on their site.
What we're speculating is Lufthansa is returning this back to full flying condition for passengers, because they've said the Superstar era is coming back.
Yeah.
Which makes us wonder, are they going to build another Starliner after this? Are they going to try to get one of those in the air, or are they going to get Lockheed to build another one?
500.
Well, actually, and Lockheed, I think Lockheed just wants to forget everything,
400.
because
Lockheed's been building mostly military lately.
300.
Listen to this. Remember that day I went to the Lockheed page and I started looking on their timeline you know, on the timeline, the history timeline, and the only thing that I didn't see was the Starliner in 1956.
Well, the Starliner wasn't a big success from. That's probably why.
Well, it was. It was very good appeal to all the airlines that bought it.
Hold on, I'm putting her down on the ground right now. And
2010.
that is how you do it, folks. That is how you land a Lockheed L-1649. You
Oh
pronounce
my
the dang.
God. Oh,
Okay.
16498.
And here's your reverse thrust, folks. And the brakes. Because if you read the checklist, which we will provide with this beautiful birdie, TWA recommends every time you land to use it.
Flaps up.
Yep.
Flaps coming up.
I didn't deploy full flaps because I'm full. I've listened to Jackson, and Jackson says if you put these flaps full, it's another bloody speed break.
It's because of the new flight dynamics. You know, the old flight dynamics didn't do that to me, but now the new ones, it's just like full flaps. Oh no, you're gonna stall out, buddy. Yep. One thing, Ace, look behind you. The cockpit. Yeah, and the flight engineer's panel. Take a look at that too.
Yeah.
It's sad in my opinion.
Oh, I know what you're meaning now. Like what? Like oh yeah. Now when we get to the other airplanes that Cal Classic have released in the Lockheed line, you're gonna be interested to find out, folks, that the panel, one of the engineering panels, was half done, as if they were planning something with it. But that's all we know. We can't find anything out because, like we said, we're still trying to get in contact with Manfred to fix his superchargers. They work in SP1 because his regular Connies we've flown, they're perfectly fine. Not a single thing wrong with the dang things. I forgot to do the special thing. You forgot to remind me.
It's in the checklist.
I don't have the checklist up. I'll show them right now. Nope. I said 1 and 4. Jeez. There it is. What's this? I had shut down 1 and 4. What is this madness? That's right, folks. You actually had to shut down 1 and 4 on the Lockheed L-1649A Starliner.
In the Constellation too, yeah.
Yeah, the Constellation does it too. Okay, let me see if I can engine 2-3 selected. Yeah, there we go. I wanted engine 2-3 selected because I don't like to taxi with dead engines. I'm not using. You're supposed to do this the second you get off the runway, like idle for 30 seconds, then kill them.
Yeah.
But I forgot. Honestly, folks, it's been a while since I touched the Connies or the Starliner in general since I got the 17 back in action. But, yeah, this is one of the most underrated freeware I've seen. There's a lot of people who have a cult following to it. But we feel everybody needs to experience this airplane because this is one of the golden years of aviation. Wrapped up in a box. The Connies, they were around a lot longer, but they're all basically Starliners. They're all built the same. Actually, no, I don't think the Starliner is built with the... Is it built with the same hump that the Connies have?
What?
If look at the S bend in the fuselage on the Connies. Is it built? This is why you need to watch that Great Plains documentary. But there's an S bend on the Connies. That your Starliner, I don't think your Starliner has it. That's right, folks. I'm just wiped today for Parky Big on. Naughty airplane. Yeah, folks, she's a beautiful airplane. Definitely recommend. I mean, pretty much. Jackson's the expert on this thing. I kid you not when I say that, folks. Jackson knows more about this airplane than I do. Now I'm shutting down all the engines right now because nobody will be able to hear anything from me if I don't. Because I just opened the... Okay, let's select all the engines again. I didn't desync engine 2. Yeah, we'll make sure to include... we'll make sure to try to get a tutorial video done, folks.
Yeah.
I'm a little rusty at this, I'll admit. Now, we're announcing something that's going back, because since we got the new computer, we've been... well, I've been noticing something with the videos. You guys seem to have picked up on the robots game I used to play. I may bring it back, because, quite frankly, you guys went ape for the dang thing. It's it's a legitimate game I own. Used to have it on the GameCube until my uncle scratched the dang disc to oblivion. I'm not sure Jackson knows the plot of the game at all. Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
It's basically following the movie, kind of loosely, but it's still following the
Close
movie.
enough.
Yeah, you're going on the same adventure. Anyway, this is the Lockheed L-1649A Starliner. We hope you enjoy it as much as we do. Well, more Jackson than me. It's still fun to land. Get hearing that nice little soft chirp with that you feel. She's a good airplane, great for any classic VA. She can do long hauls with these. I'm not kidding. She'll go over 5,000 nautical miles and be like, what?
It can go from Birmingham to Shanghai, China, in like
14 hours.
14, yeah, almost 15 hours, less than 15 hours, and it can still go a little bit further. Seriously, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
She's a pretty heavy-duty airplane in terms of her build.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Lockheed L-1649A Starliner, folks.
Yep.
We're gonna warn you right now. If you think, oh, the 2.2 model's so old, there's the 4.0. Don't download the 4.0.
It's confusing.
Something's broken with it. We don't know what. Again, we can't get in contact with Manfred and his team. We're on the forums. We can't get in contact with them for some reason. We just don't know why. Like I said, download this airplane. Download it. Download it. Maybe if I say it enough times, they'll download it.
You might need to find the 2.2 on Symbiation or something.
Well, like I said, that's why we should make the package, completely put everything in there we've done to it, and give it the checklist that you have, and put it on Symbiation as a complete package, because pretty much nobody has the fully updated Starliner, I think. Plus, what we should do, Jackson, is include an updated CFG for in case you have shockwave lights. Because
I'll be taking requests to make checklists on any aircraft as long as you provide the manual that came with it. You know,
I can some kind of manual.
Checklists. Yeah, some kind of manual. I can simplify checklists for you to read down and go step by step. It's, you know, it looks like the Starliner's default checklist that comes with the original download, but you know, it gets you there, and it simplifies it a lot. You know, Ace knows with the Stratocruiser and the B-17. The B-17 manual, it includes the real life manual that B-17 pilots use, and it's literally paragraphs and paragraphs of words and letters, and I took all of that and resumed it into like 6 pages. So you know, it's pretty easy.
We've got breaking news.
What?
Josh is back.
Josh who?
The original person I started this channel with. He just added me back on Skype. All right, we're done with the commentary. Guys, sorry, I gotta take this in. He pretty much, we had a fight a while ago. There goes Jackson's internet, so I'll see you guys later.